Today our topic is the most misunderstood Stoic concepts. Stoicism is an ancient philosophy that has become popular again in recent years. Many people are drawn to it because it offers practical advice for dealing with life's challenges. However, some of the key ideas of Stoicism are often misunderstood. These misunderstandings can lead people to think that Stoicism is about being emotionless, cold, or indifferent to the world. But this is not true. Stoicism is about understanding what we can control, accepting what we cannot, and living a life of virtue and wisdom. Let's explore some of the most misunderstood Stoic concepts and see how they can help us live better lives. The first misunderstood concept is the idea of apathy, or indifference. Many people think that Stoics are emotionless robots who don't care about anything. This is not true. Stoics do not reject emotions. Instead, they teach us how to manage our emotions so that they don't control us. The Stoics believe that emotions like anger, fear, and sadness come from our judgments about the world. If we can change the way we think about things, we can change the way we feel. For example, if someone insults you, you might feel angry. But the Stoics would say that the insult itself is not what makes you angry. It is your belief that the insult is harmful or unfair. If you can change that belief, you can reduce your anger. This does not mean you should ignore your emotions. It means you should understand them and not let them take over your mind. Stoicism is not about being emotionless. It is about being in control of your emotions. Another misunderstood concept is the idea of control. The Stoics teach that we should focus on what we can control and let go of what we cannot. This is often summarized in the Stoic phrase, "Some things are up to us, and some things are not." Many people think this means we should not care about things outside our control. But this is not what the Stoics meant. They believe that we should still care about the world and the people in it. However, we should not let things outside our control disturb our peace of mind. For example, you cannot control the weather, but you can control how you prepare for it. You cannot control other people's opinions, but you can control how you respond to them. The Stoics believe that by focusing on what we can control, we can live more peaceful and fulfilling lives. This does not mean we should ignore the world. It means we should accept it as it is and do our best within it. A third misunderstood concept is the idea of virtue. The Stoics believed that the only true good is virtue, and the only true evil is vice. Virtue means living in accordance with reason and nature. It includes qualities like wisdom, courage, justice, and self-discipline. Many people think that Stoics are only concerned with being virtuous and don't care about other things like wealth, health, or relationships. But this is not true. The Stoics believe that these things are not good or bad in themselves. They are indifferent, meaning they have no moral value. However, they can be used in virtuous or non-virtuous ways. For example, money is not good or bad, but how you use it can be. If you use money to help others, that is virtuous. If you use it to harm others, that is not. The Stoics believe that we should pursue things like wealth and health, but we should not become attached to them. We should be ready to lose them at any time, because they are not under our control. The only thing that is truly under our control is our own character and actions. This is why virtue is the highest good. A fourth misunderstood concept is the idea of Amor Fati. The Stoics believed that everything happens according to a rational and orderly plan. This plan is often called providence, or providence. Many people think that this means the Stoics believed in a predetermined future where everything is fixed and we have no free will. But this is not true. The Stoics believe that we have free will to choose our actions, but we cannot control the outcomes of those actions. For example, you can choose to study hard for an exam, but you cannot control whether you pass or fail. The Stoics believe that we should accept the outcomes of our actions, whatever they are, because they are part of the larger plan of the universe. This does not mean we should give up and do nothing. It means we should do our best and accept the results with grace. The Stoics saw fate as a way to find peace in the face of uncertainty. By accepting that some things are beyond our control, we can focus on what we can control and live more peacefully. A fifth misunderstood concept is the idea of Memento Mori, which means remember death. Many people think that this is a morbid or depressing idea, but the Stoics did not see it that way. They believed that remembering our own mortality can help us live more fully. When we remember that life is short and uncertain, we are more likely to appreciate the time we have and use it wisely. We are less likely to waste time on things that don't matter. We are more likely to focus on what is truly important, like our relationships, our values, and our goals. The Stoics believe that death is a natural part of life, and we should not fear it. Instead, we should use it as a reminder to live well. This does not mean we should think about death all the time. It means we should use the idea of death to motivate us to live a good life. A sixth misunderstood concept is the idea of Amor Fati, which means love of fate. This is the idea that we should not only accept what happens to us, but also love it. Many people think that this means we should be happy about everything, even bad things. But this is not what the Stoics meant. They believed that we should accept whatever happens as part of the larger plan of the universe, even if it is painful or difficult. By accepting it, we can find peace and strength. But this does not mean we have to like it. For example, if you lose your job, you might feel sad or angry. The Stoics would not tell you to be happy about it, but they would tell you to accept it and look for ways to move forward. They believed that every challenge is an opportunity to grow and become stronger. By loving our fate, we can turn even the most difficult situations into something positive. This does not mean we should seek out suffering. It means we should accept it when it comes and use it to become better people. A seventh misunderstood concept is the idea of the Stoic, saging. The Stoics believe that the ideal person is the sage, who is perfectly wise, virtuous, and free from emotions. Many people think that this means the Stoics expected everyone to be perfect. But this is not true. The Stoics knew that no one is perfect, and no one can become a sage. The sage is an ideal, not a reality. The goal of Stoicism is not to become perfect, but to get closer to the ideal. The Stoics believed that we should always strive to improve ourselves, even if we know we will never be perfect. This is why they practice daily exercises like meditation, journaling, and self-reflection. These practices help us become more aware of our thoughts and actions, and they help us make better choices. The Stoics believe that even small improvements can make a big difference in our lives. This does not mean we should be hard on ourselves for not being perfect. It means we should always try to do our best. These are some of the most misunderstood Stoic concepts. Stoicism is not about being emotionless, indifferent, or perfect. It is about understanding what we can control, accepting what we cannot, and living a life of virtue and wisdom. It is about finding peace in the face of uncertainty, strength in the face of challenges, and meaning in the face of life's difficulties. Stoicism is not a philosophy for people who want to escape the world. It is a philosophy for people who want to live fully in the world, with all its joys and sorrows. It is a philosophy for people who want to be better, not just for themselves, but for others as well. By understanding these concepts, we can use Stoicism as a tool to live more peaceful, fulfilling, and meaningful lives.